What is the difference between Android and iOS development?
Android development uses Java or Kotlin and the Android SDK, while iOS development uses Swift or Objective-C with the iOS SDK. The main difference lies in their operating systems, UI guidelines, and app distribution mechanisms, Google Play Store versus Apple App Store.
What is an APK file in Android?
APK stands for Android Package Kit. It is the file format used by Android to distribute and install applications. It contains the app's compiled code, resources, assets, and manifest file.
Explain the Model View Controller, MVC, design pattern.
MVC is a design pattern that separates an application into three interconnected components. Model represents the data.view, represents the UI or presentation layer.controller, acts as an intermediary between model and view, handling user input and updating the view.
What is the difference between a service and an intent service in Android?
A service is used for long-running operations on the main thread, while an intent service runs on a worker thread and handles requests one at a time, making it more efficient for background tasks.
What is the Android lifecycle and how does it affect app performance?
The Android lifecycle refers to the series of states an app goes through, such as starting, running, paused, stopped, and destroyed. Properly managing these states, especially the transition between them, ensures optimal performance and memory management.
What is a fragment in Android?
A fragment is a reusable portion of the UI that can be embedded in an activity. It allows for better UI design, especially on large screens like tablets, and can be added or removed dynamically.
What is the difference between a list view and recycler view in Android?
Both list view and recycler view are used for displaying a scrollable list of items. But Recycler View is more flexible, efficient, and offers more features like item animations, view pooling, and layout management options.
What is the purpose of a broadcast receiver in Android?
A broadcast receiver listens for system-wide or app-specific events and responds to them, such as network changes, incoming messages, or battery level changes.
Explain the concept of Android permissions.
Android permissions are used to control access to sensitive data or device features. For example, an app may need permission to access the camera, GPS, or the internet, and these permissions need to be requested and granted by the user at runtime.
What is the Android manifest file?
The Android manifest file, androidmanifest.xml, contains essential information about the app, including its components, activities, services, receivers, permissions, and features required by the app.
What are content providers in Android?
Content providers are used to manage and share app data with other applications. They act as a bridge to access data from external sources, like databases or file systems.
What is Gradle, and how is it used in Android development?
Gradle is a build automation tool used in Android development to compile and package the app. It handles dependencies, build configurations, and other tasks like running unit tests and generating APK files.
What is a view holder in Android?
A view holder is a design pattern used in Recycler View to hold references to the view elements. It helps improve performance by avoiding repeated calls to find views, leading to smoother scrolling.
What is the difference between an implicit and explicit intent in Android?
An explicit intent specifies the exact component to be started, while an implicit intent does not specify a component but relies on the system to find an appropriate component based on the action and data passed.
What is the purpose of the onCreate method in Android?
The onCreate method is called when an activity is first created. It is used to initialize the activity, set the layout, and perform setup operations like initializing variables or setting listeners.
What are the main advantages of using SQLite in Android?
SQLite is a lightweight, serverless, and self-contained database engine used to store local data in Android. It is fast, reliable, and doesn't require an internet connection.
How do you handle memory leaks in Android?
Memory leaks can be handled by avoiding holding references to activities or context objects longer than necessary, using weak references, and utilizing tools like Android Profiler, Leak Canary, or the lint tool to detect memory issues.
What is the difference between async task and thread in Android?
Async task is an abstract class for performing background operations and publishing results on the UI thread. It simplifies tasks like network calls. A thread, on the other hand, is a low-level approach for background processing, but requires manual management of UI updates and synchronization.
What is a singleton pattern, and where is it used in Android?
The singleton pattern ensures a class has only one instance and provides a global point of access to it. In Android, it is commonly used for managing database connections, network clients, or shared preferences.
What is dependency injection, and why is it useful in mobile app development?
Dependency injection, DI, is a design pattern where an object's dependencies are provided externally rather than being created within the object itself. In mobile app development, DI simplifies testing, reduces boilerplate code, and makes the code more maintainable by promoting loose coupling between components.